The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Black 80.
First carry for James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Right back to Conner here on first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Nick Vanette there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Then to throw again. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Locking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He's checking crack. Gone. Slam.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Check 52. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, 22 jet bomber. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 32 yards, as his guys are on the board unanswered here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Here we go.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going with Lindsey. Space to maneuver at the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. That's caught inside the And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays. They target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Here's Roethlisberger. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on first down is Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He's got his tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check 55, come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, check right. Watch 85. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Roethlisberger will throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Clock now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Underneath pass here to Van Ed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense,
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. sack back around the 8.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
You draw quarter.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Check, check, check.
Five.
On first down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Crunch. 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 Slam. Slam. Slam.
They'll go again with Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Lock now, hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Down to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Back to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two. Here's Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that three.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Like 80.
Roethlisberger to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both. Sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.